Local clergy say the South Carolina massacre is the latest incident where a church, its pastor, or congregation have been targeted. As 27 First News reporter Gerry Ricciutti tells us, local ministers say the potential for violence can't scare them away from sharing the message of their faith.
As the nation tries to come to grips with last night's massacre inside a Charleston, South Carolina church, local ministers are quick to point out this isn't the first act of violence against a house of worship.
And this is something that's not unique to churches in America and not unique to churches in Youngstown.
Pastor Al Yano of the Metro Assembly of God tells me many churches in the area have had at least some sort of security in place for years.
And they literally have to kind of keep an eye on the pastor, keep an eye on what's going on during service.
In fact, it was a security camera outside the Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston that captured the images of 21-year-old suspect Dylan Roof. Authorities believe he sat in on an evening prayer meeting for over an hour before he started shooting. Among the 9 victims, pastor and state senator Clementa Pinckney.
I can see him literally welcoming him, embracing him, and engaging him.
Pastor Lou Macklin tells me he knew Pinckney, adding his own Holy Trinity Baptist Church here in Youngstown was victimized by burglars a couple years ago and has had services disrupted by people making threats.
We all are vulnerable to individuals who have altered mental status and malice in their hearts that don't respect or revere the God as we do in his people.
The church in Charleston was the oldest in the South and had one of the largest black congregations in the country. Investigators were quick to call the massacre a hate crime.
It could have been motivated by race, or it simply could have been motivated by what that pastor stood for.
In the end, while both pastors say clergy need to be vigilant, they can't be scared.
But you also make sure you have eternal security and make sure you're right with God.
Gerry Ricciutti, WKBN 27 First News.